Good morning. I'm dogless. It's Sunday. Seems like 10:02 is the time I've been getting on. I don't mean to. It's just what's been happening in the mornings. Feeding two dogs, setting all my stuff up. Hi, Steve. So it's Sunday morning. We're doing barefoot cardio conditioning, which means hi, Eduardo and Jane. So I'll be working barefoot as it says in the title. And then you only need enough room to step forward, side, and back from wherever you'll be starting. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus because sort of gives you a home base and somewhere to be. It feels better on your feet maybe. And then the only other thing that I'll be using today is this little guy, yoga block. You don't have to have a yoga block. You can have something that resembles a yoga block. I hear dog feet. It means you could use a hardback book. You could use a heavy dumbbell on its end, or nothing at all. It's really only, hi Amanda, hi Ari, hi Guy. It's really only in the last interval that we do if you need it, if you don't want to come all the way to the floor with your hands. So optional, not entirely necessary. Dogs are a little squirrely. Amanda, I always love to see you to say hi. So if you're using this prop, anybody, set it over to your right. And then I am going to plant a towel over on the right as well. Ari, it's always good to see you on here. So I'm always a little sweaty by the time I get there. And then the only other option is a beverage minus water in my fancy wine glass. But of course now I have to hide it under a piano leg so that the dogs don't knock it over. When it was one dog, it wasn't a problem. And also my dog doesn't have a tail. The visiting dog has a tail that's crazy. All right, so the way this class works is I do a warm-up. There's a lot of upper body stabilization built right in. So you can always put your knees down on the planks. It's not necessary to do every single plank. It's not a contest. I don't have any prizes for anybody. So then we'll move right into our intervals where I will build it. I'll build it from the first level all the way to the most intense level. You do whichever level works for you. You can mix it up. You can stay in the first level. If you have an injury, please stay in the first or second level. If you've seen a doctor for an injury, make sure that you've been cleared to do this kind of thing so you don't aggravate your injury further. If you're watching this not live and after the fact on my YouTube fitness channel, thank you for subscribing, sharing, telling your friends. If you're watching this on IGTV and you're wondering how to get there, there's a link in my Instagram bio that will take you right there. I have probably about 100 classes stored in my IGTV and on my YouTube fitness. So lots to choose from. Thank you to anybody who's been able to make a donation to my Venmo or PayPal or my actual mailbox. I appreciate it. I also know that a lot of us are still unemployed and at home, so don't worry about that. Just keep showing up and staying fit. So having said all of that, let's have a stand at the front edge of wherever you're working. You want to make sure that your space on the sides is clear so that when we go side to side, you don't step on anything and fall over. So today, let's start with our feet wide, toes slightly turned out to the corners, hips underneath your shoulders, sink your hips so that your weight's in the middle of your feet. Let me scooch this stuff slightly to the side. Palms together here, shoulders down and back. Try to lift your heels up and balance. Lower the heels, push down to come up. Sink your hips down, lift your heels up, lower your heels, push into the floor to come up. Let's do that again. So sink your hips, lift your heels up, lower your heels, wiggle your toes, push into the floor one more time. So sink your hips, lift your heels, lower your heels, come up 10 toes towards me, both arms come up. And forward fold, grab your elbows, let your head hang, bend both knees, push down to the floor to straighten your legs and bend your knees again. Lift your tailbone up and straighten again. Bend for 2. Straighten for 2. Last time. Bend for 2. This time, hands on your legs. Round your back by tucking your hips and then release. Do it again. Round your back. Release. So you tuck your hips. Round. Release. Do it again. On the next time, you'll round all the way up. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Both arms come up. As you fold, lace your fingers. Round up. Round again. This time, bend your knees. Press your palms towards me and come up. That much again. So fold, lace. Round up. Press towards me and round your back. Let's go slightly faster here. So it's round, up, press, come up. Fold, round, press. Twice more. Fold, round, press. Last time. Fold, round, press. This time. Fold far enough to get your hands to the floor. Step your feet back. Find your downward facing dog. Looks like an upside down V. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your heels press into the floor. Your palms press into the floor. From your down dog, lower your hips to any plank. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees up, or maybe your knees are on the floor. Either way, press down to lift your tailbone up. 2 counts to come to plank. So lower for 2, lift up. For 2, so your knees are welcome to come to the floor and back up. Do it again, lower. For 2, lift. This time, hold your down dog. Heels lift up together and lower. So lift and lower. 4 more up any level. Lift and lower. 2 more. And hold your down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll your back, 1 bone at a time. When you're all the way up, shoulders roll down and back. For 4, 3, 2, both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Now just your left arm comes up. Reach over to the right side. Can you wiggle your toes? Change sides. Let's go 2 counts each side. So over for 2 and over. Do it again. Over once more. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Step back to a downward facing dog. Lower your hips to plank. 1, 2, lift up. Do it again. This time, hold any plank. So you're here. If your knees are down, your next progression will be up. Once you're up, maybe you shift your weight to your right hand and foot. Maybe you lift your left leg up. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you rock forward and back. Forward and back. Then hold any plank. If your leg is up, put it down. Maybe in the center you lower your knees for a moment. If your knees are up, shift over to your left hand and foot. Maybe you pick your right leg up and hold, or maybe you rock. Just a little subtle front and back. 4, 3, then hold, and both feet on the floor if they weren't already there. Then lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Shift your weight over to your right hand and foot. Bring your left hand to your left ankle and step your left foot forward. Hands up to your left leg. Bring your arms up. You're in crescent pose. Your back heel is off the floor. Maybe your leg is slightly bent. Either way, you're all good. From here, hinge at your hip. Hands meet behind your front knee and up. Do it again. Hinge over for 2 and up. Couple more times. Hinge, reach over. On the next pass, both hands on the inside of your left leg. Hands to the floor. Engage your core. Step back to plank. Find your plank in the middle. Lift your tailbone back up to a down dog. Then shift your weight to your left hand and foot. And bring your right hand back to your right ankle. Engage your core. Step your right foot forward. Hands up to your right knee. Back leg can be straight or bent as long as the heel is up. Both arms up. From here, hinge at your hip. Lean over for 2 and up. Do it again. Hinge at your hip and up. Let's go twice more. So hinge over and up. Let's do it again. Hinge over for 2. This time, both hands on the inside of your right leg. Engage your core. Step your foot back to plank. Find any plank. Knees down or up. If they're still up, put them down. Release your feet. Hips to your heels. Child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. From here, round your back up and find your modified plank. Hands underneath your shoulders, hips in line with your knees and shoulders. Stay here or bend your elbows a little bit or more or a lot. Either way, press the floor away from you and take your hips back to your heels. Child's pose here. Let's make that pattern flow together. From here, round up and hold or bend. And child's pose again. Round up, hold or bend. Do it again. Round up, hold or bend. Round up, hold or bend. Twice more. Round up, hold or bend. This time, come all the way down and keep your hands at the side of your chest. Right leg lifts up and left. This movement comes from your hip joint. Maybe you press up and rotate behind you. Rotate. Let's do 4 more from here. Either level, straight in the middle, or with the rotation. Then press your chest up. Take your hips back to your heels. Take a moment here, pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to your modified plank. Push the floor away from you. Tuck your toes, push down, and find your downward facing dog. Lower your knees, release your feet, and hips to your heels. Child's pose. Those are our positions. That's our pattern. Let's make it flow. From here, round up for 2. Tuck your toes, down dog. Lower your knees. Child's pose. Do it again. Round up. 1, 2, push down. Again. Lower your knees. Child's pose. 1 more time through. Round up. Push down. Lower your knees. Child's pose. This time, modified plank. Hold it here. Push the floor away from you. Tuck your toes. Try to lift your knees up. Whether they're up or down, right hand to the middle. Rotate to a side plank. Maybe your right knee finds the floor. Top arm reaches to me. And up. Lace underneath your bottom arm. Single counts here to the front. And up. And under. High Milo's butt. To the front. And up. And hold your side plank. Pushing the floor away from you. Pause. Squats here. Oh, I'm back. Yay. If you missed all that, it was the same thing on the other side. The side plank with a reach up and over, and then under, and then holding your plank. And then right here to our parallel squat. Technology killing me. Pushing down to the middle of your feet. Your tailbone reaches back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Every time you squat, you push down through your feet to come up. Let's start our intervals. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Step back. Find any plank. So you can start with your knees on the floor, in which case your progression is to lift up and down. Once you're up, maybe your left knee comes into your chest and right. Again, in and out. Maybe it's faster here. In. Maybe you double it up and run it in and out. Up to you. I'm going to go the in-between speed. You're welcome to go fast or slower or even just hold as long as you're breathing all the way in and out. 10 seconds left in this phase. Pushing the floor away from you. 4, 3, 2, hold your plank. tailbone lift, down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands, forward fold. Tailbone lifts up, unroll your back, one bone at a time, shoulders down and back. 4, 3, 2, squats here, sink, push down, breathing in and out. So yesterday, while cutting an onion, I accidentally also cut my finger, and this Band-Aid's catching on everything, driving me nuts. All right, 2 more. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Forward fold, bend your knees, hands to the floor, step back, find any plank. So maybe knees down, and you alternate lifting and lowering. Once your knees are up, they can come into your chest, one at a time, maybe slightly faster. In, maybe you double it up, in. Up to you. I'm gonna go in the medium speed. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Thinking about at least one thing that's worse than what we're doing now. You must be able to think of that. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, hold any plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. At the top, squats here. Pressing down through your feet to come up. We do that one more time. I start every single Barefoot cardio conditioning class with these 3 mountain climbing intervals. Why? Not because I love them, but because they're super effective. They're upper body, they build heat, they get your heart rate elevated. All good. We'll do it one more time. 2 more squats, and then both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend both knees, hands to the floor. Step back, find any plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe your knees are down, and they alternate lifting up. Once they're up, maybe your knees come into your chest, one at a time. Breathing in and out. Maybe slightly faster here. Maybe doubles up. I'm gonna go medium. Pick a level that works for you. Engaging your core, pulling your belly button towards your spine. 10 seconds left. In. Are you breathing? 5, 4, 3, 2, hold any plank. Your tailbone lifts up. Down dog here. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. When you're all the way up, adjust your shirt if you need. Palms together, sink. Push down. Make sure you have room on your sides. I'm taking a little step back so I don't crash into anything. There's a lot going on here. Dog bed with lots of sharp toys. They weren't sharp, they were chewed on, so now they are. Another dog bed here with a big dog on it. So I have to be careful. Alrighty, touch your knees, knuckles up. We all know this part. Sink, knuckles up. If it looks like I'm sticking my little finger out on my right hand, I am, because it's hard to bend. 2 more, keep this in your head. Palms together, squats here. So that squat to reach was the first part. Left leg steps out, 1 time to the side, then to your right. Just step. Maybe you sink your hips, push down against the floor. So it's slightly turned out, hips down to your shoulders. It's like the very first position that we did at the top of the class. Palms together. Now cross your arms up over your head. Easy enough. Pull like a bow and arrow, but high up over your head. Sink, one arm pulls down, so it's on a diagonal. For 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, knuckles up. 3, we'll do it again. Start on your left, step out, bow and arrow, sink your hips. Up, sink. 2 more. And squat, touch your knees. 4, up, 3. 1 more, step to your left, bow and arrow, high. 4, up, 3, 2, squat, touch your knees. We'll do 4 of these. We'll do the step out again. From here, step out left. Sink your hips. Push against the floor to come up. Squat, touch your knees. We have 1 more set of each of these. 2 more. Step out to your left, sink your hips. 4, cross. 3, 2, parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, 3, last one. Hold at the top, hold it. Try to lift your heels and hold. Try to find your chair pose and hold. Ooh, I'm gonna wobble. Palms together. Lower your heels. Shoulders down, push down to come up. Squats right here. Alrighty. Next move. Left leg, step back 1 time. Step back. Other way. Do it again. This is your foot pattern. Maybe you sink your hips. Push down and back. So you're pushing down against the floor to come up. So sink, press, sink, press. Easy enough. Maybe you reach up behind you. Other way. Do it again. Let's do 4 more like that. So 4 and 3. Pushing through the middle of your feet. Parallel squat here. Easy enough. Keep that in your head. Keep your squat. Try never to lock your knees. So you push down, straighten, squeeze your glute at the top. No knee locking necessary. Keep your squat. Arms up by your ears. So by lifting your arms up by your ears, you engage the extensor muscles in your back. If at any point this becomes too hard on your back, bring your palms back here. Sink. Squeeze your glutes by pushing down. Here we go, slow motion, forward fold. Not all the way over, but a little bit. Come up, 2 squats. Fold about halfway and reach up behind you. Come up, 2 squats. That's our pattern. Do it again. Fold over, reach up behind you. Come up, 2 squats. We'll make it slightly faster. 1 fold over, come up, 1 squat. Fold over, come up, 1 squat. Easy enough. So this is the pattern. A lot of you know it. In the fold, maybe you lift your heels up, squat once. Lift your heels. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you push down, get a little lift. You don't have to, but you can. 2 more of any level. Fold up. Once more. Just a squat here, palms together. So today we'll put our step back and our fold together. It'll be 1 step back each side, then 1 fold with a heel lift or a jump, or neither of those, or maybe just squat. Let's walk through it. Left leg steps back once. Other way. Now fold, squat once. Step back left. So it's 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 fold, up, squat. Maybe you add the heel lift or the jump this time. Up, heel lift or jump, squat, step back left. Push down, heel lift or jump, squat. Left side, step back, fold. Not yet. Now fold, squat. Do it again, step back, sink, press, fold, squat. Do it again, step back left. Again. Fold, squat. Last time. Sink. Up, fold. Hold your squat. Hold this time. Make a fist. Extend. Make a fist. 2 more. Hold your hands in a fist, except for your cut finger. Can you wiggle your toes? Now shift your weight forward. Can you lift your heels? Palms together, thumbs at your chest. Lower your heels, push down to come up, squats here. Push down, never locking your knees. If you were in a gadget, my second pause, here I'm back, I'm back. I guess my pajama producer has to stand right there. What I was saying was, you can check your heart rate and your exertion level by whether or not you can talk. Keep your toes towards me, tip your feet wide. Same squat, but now your feet are wide. Hips still going behind you. Weight still in the middle of your feet. Push down to come up. Maybe you reach down, pull up. So reach, pull, reach, pull. We'll do 4 more just like this. 4, press. 3, press and pull. Left leg diagonally back, slow motion. Sink your hips. Other way, same thing. Sink your hips. Now single counts here. Sink, push down, sink, push down. Maybe your arm reaches up to the back corner. Sink, press down to come up. 2 more. Then feet wide, toes towards me. Sink your hips, sink, reach and pull, or not. Let's do it again. Left leg diagonally back here. 4, 3, push down to come up. Feet wide, parallel squats here. 4, push down. 2 more. Left leg diagonally back. Sink, push down. 2 more. Wide parallel squats here. 4, push down. We'll do it again. Left leg diagonally back. Sink, push down. 2 more. Wide parallel squats here. 4, up, 3, last 2. At the top, hold. Toes to the corners. Sink your hips and hold. Can you wiggle your toes? Can you lift your heels? Arms to the side, palms together. Try to rotate to your right side. Rotate and center to your left. Rotate to your left and center. Thumbs to your chest. Lower your heels. Feet parallel, squats here. Make sure you have room behind you. Cross your forearms. We'll start with the first level. Left leg steps back. Then to your right. So it's just a simple step back. Then maybe you sink your hips. We did this before. Use the floor to press against. This is your first level. You can work here. Or actually you can go back to just the step. Once you're here or in your step, you have the option to pull back at a shoulder height bow and arrow, which actually would be the height you were actually shooting a bow and arrow. Maybe you touch your knees here. Sink, knees, sink, knees. Maybe you sink your hips and touch closer to the floor. Remember, the goal is not to touch the floor. It's to sink your hips and keep your chest lifted. We'll do 4 more from here. Right here is 4, press, 3, 2, and hold your chair pose squat. Arms up if you can. Wiggle your toes. Thumbs to your chest. Shift your weight forward in your foot. Maybe you lift your heels. Lower your heels if you are lifted. Wiggle your toes. Push down to come up. Feet feet wide, toes to knees, squats here. Now's the perfect time to grab a sip of whatever you're drinking, maybe towel off. For one moment that will hold so you can gather yourself together, check your heart rate, maybe see if you can talk. I'm gonna try to grab a sip of my hidden water. See, there are no dogs around right now. I feel like I put my water where I normally do, but you know if I do, one of those varmints is gonna come walking through and spill it. All right, if you're holding your beverage, put it down. Wide position squat, toes towards knee. So you can keep yourself here as long as you need. I'm gonna build our graceful burpees. Hands to the floor, step your feet to plank. Step right back to your wide foot position. Come up, squat. So try not to hold it back in the plank. We already did that in the warm-up. We don't need to do it here. Hands down, step to plank. Step back to wide. Roll up, one squat. Hands down, step to plank. Step to wide. Next level, from your plank, here's your option. Your tailbone lifts up right here. Push down and jump to wide. Roll up, one squat. Hands down, step to plank. Tailbone lifts up, step or jump. So you can still do the tailbone lift and still step. Hands down, step back. Tailbone lift, step or jump. The jump is a push off. One more time like that. Step back. Tailbone lift, step or jump. Next option is a jump to plank. Hands down, step or jump. Step or jump. Extra squat if you took both jumps. Hands down, step or jump. Step or jump. Extra squat. Do it again. Hands down, step or jump. Extra squat. We'll do it one more time. Step or jump back. Step or jump. Squats here. Let your heart rate settle. Ooh, see I'm sweaty Betty today. Alrighty, same squat, feet under your hips. Sink, press, down to come up. Let's take a little step back so you have room in front. Half of this next interval you already know. Here's the part we haven't done. Left leg step forward and back and right. Now, it turns slightly to the corner. Slightly to the corner. In order to come around to that slight corner, your weight in your back foot should be towards your heel. So that when you pivot a little pivot, you are not torquing your knee. Try to bend both knees by sinking your hips. Pivot on your back heel. Maybe your back arm reaches up. Sink, press, sink, press. Easy enough. Any of these levels that we've gone through will work. One more parallel squat right here. Keep that in your head. The next part we've sort of done is there'll be a step side to side. Right here, step out left, sink to the right, sink, arms up. We've done these arms many times before, but not today yet. Left arm comes down, so sink, up, right arm, push down. Maybe you release and look up. So instead of straight down, circle, look up. One more, parallel squat, palms together. Those two pieces. The step forward with the sink on the way up, slightly turn to the corner. With the step out, with the arm coming either down or circle. Let's walk through it. Left leg towards me. Sink. Up. Step out, maybe release. Left leg towards me. Ooh, do it wrong. There it is. To the left. Squats right here. Let's try that in fours for me first. Ouch. Poke myself in the eye. Left leg. Step towards me to the corner. 4. Again. 3. This is better for my brain. Now step left. Release. look up or not. 2 more. Left leg towards me, sink your hips. Sink, up, sink, arms up. Step left. Now in the next pass, we'll try to go in 2s. I'm not sure if my brain can do it. Let's try it. Step left towards me. Sink, up. Now out to the side. There we go. Towards me on your left. Sink, pivot to your left. Do it again. Towards me on your left. Sink. Step out left. Last time, towards me on your left. Sink. Up. Step out left. And palms together, squats in the middle. Whew. How's everybody? I am out of breath. Check your gadget. Mine's calculating. So who knows? At first, I looked down and I saw the number of calories burned, and I thought, how is it possible that my heart rate could be over 200? It's not. All right. Relax your shoulders. Pedal or hop. So you can pedal here or hop. Either way, shake the shoulders out and step out wide. So pedal, step, or hop, jump, cross, out, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, hold your wide squat here, sink, push down, right arm behind, left arm up, right knee comes up, together, once more, now hold here, left leg back behind you, come up, right leg, 1 more time, left leg steps back, sink your hips. 1 more slowly here. So right, rotate, step back with your left, diagonally sink. Now up tempo from here. 1, 2, sink, up. 1, 2, sink, up. 1, 2, check it out, right arm comes up. 1, 2, sink, up. 1, 2, sink, up, 1, 2, sink, up again, 1, 2, sink, last time, 1, 2, hop or pedal here, hop or pedal, just shake it out, we'll do the other side, step out, hop or pedal, 4, 3, 2, hold it out, squats here, sink, push down. Whew. What happens, left arm back, right arm up, like a goalpost. We'll do it slow motion first. Left knee comes in twice. Rotate, step out. Right leg steps back, chest up, reach for the floor. And up, slow motion again. 1, again. Right leg goes back, slowly. Up tempo from here. 1, 2, sink, and up. 1, 2, sink. Maybe your left arm gets in the mix. Reach up, plant it. 1, 2, reach up, plant your arms. 1, 2, reach, plant your arms. 1, 2, do it again. 1, 2, sink. Last time. 1, 2, hop or pedal here. Shake your arms out. Pedal or hop. Now to jump wide. 1, 2, out. 1, 2, out. Hold your wide squat. Sink, palms together. Check your heart rate. Is it crazy high? Alrighty. 2 more intervals to go. The last one is our long one, which I really should be starting now, according to the time. But I feel like you guys feel good today, and you want a little extra. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling it through my pause and rickety connection. Feet underneath your hips. Make sure you have room in front of you. Push down to the middle of your feet. Sink. Push down. 2 more here. Then your left leg steps forward 1 time. Step forward and back. So your back heel pops up, go straight forward, making a little lunge by bending both knees. Arms out to goal pose. Now twice on your left. Straighten up and bend, step back. Arms down. Lunge, straighten up, bend. Do that again. So lunge, straighten, lunge, reach up. Lunge, straighten, lunge, that lunge again. So lunge, straighten. So this is your move. On your straighten, you have the option to hinge over and bend. Press down to come up, bend. Maybe hinge. You don't have to hinge. Keeping your core engaged. If you're taking the hinge, option to back leg lift. Push down and come up, lunge. Maybe hinge and lift. Any level works. Lunge, hinge. Do it again. Once more each side. Lunge. One more. Hop or pedal here. Hop or pedal. Let your arms and your shoulders shake out. 4, 3, feet wide. Squat. All right. Ready for our long ending? If you're using a prop, make sure it's over to your right. And if you don't need a prop, don't worry about it. I was also thinking that you could use a chair or a coffee table if it's out there. 10 toes to the corners here. Sink straight down. Make sure you have room on your sides. Cross your forearms. Open out to a V. Cross up over your head and out to a V. Sink. Up. Now up tempo maybe. Cross. V. Cross. This is your pattern. Maybe your heels lift up. Lift. If you're lifting your heels, option to press down through your feet. So flat, heel lift, or give it a press jump. One more. Left arm swings right here. Center. Other way. This is your pattern. Feel free to stay here or lean over. Let your back leg lift. Center, jump or not. So flat, heel lift, or jump. Left arm swings right here. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. So feet flat, maybe heel lift or jump. One more set. Left arm swings right. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. Flat, heel lift, or give it a jump. All right, warrior 3 to your right. Either hands to your prop or hands along your sides. If your hands are up, make a fist, extend. Make a fist, extend. Flex your left foot as it's lifted. Breathing in and out. If your hands are in a fist, hold it here. If your hands are up, right hand to your prop or the floor. Whether you're on a prop or not, open up your left hip and shoulder. Extend your left arm up. Bend your left knee. Extend, try both knees to bend. 1, 2, extend, single count. Bend, extend. Let's do 4 more right here. So 4, press, 3, do it again. Hold your last position. Close your left hip and shoulder. Hands to the floor. I'm using my towel. Left toes come down close to your right heel. Left heel stays up. Bend both knees here. 1, 2, extend. Maybe you bring your left knee in on the bend and extend anywhere behind you. 1, 2, single count if you're ready. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Let's do 4 more of any level. Faster, slow, low or high. 1 more. Hold your last position. Take your left foot back. Step back, find any plank. Maybe you're on your knees. Practice coming up. If you're on your knees, you're here. Once you're up, you can crouch your hips back. Back to plank. So with your knees down and up, or crouch. Hold your plank. If your knees are up, step out, out, and in, maybe faster. Out, in, maybe a jumping jack. Out. 4 more. Hold any plank. Tailbone lift up. Walk your feet up. Unroll. Grab your prop if you're having it. Hop or pedal. Shake your shoulders out. Set your prop on your left. Whew. I'm going to use my prop. Hop or pedal. Let your breath, let your breath go in and out. Plant your feet wide. Think. How's your heart rate doing? Is it high? Can you talk? Let it settle. You know what we're doing. All that stuff over this way. Then we cool off. Do some core. Are you breathing all the way in through your nose and out through your mouth? That's how it works. Cross your forearms, arms out to a V. Cross over your head and out to a V. Do it again. Up tempo from here. Cross, V. Maybe your heels lift. Maybe you press down, get a little air. 2 more. Right arm swings left here. Center. Other way. You can work here, or you can lean over, let your back leg lift. You don't have to, but you can. Center, jump or not. So flat, heel lift, or jump. Right arm swings left here. Either upright, or take the lean. Center, jump or not. So feet flat, add the lift, or jump. Swing to your left here. 4, 3, center, jump or not. So feet flat, heel lift, or jump. Are you ready? Warrior 3 to your left. Either hands on your prop. Oops, I'm falling over. Or hands to the floor. Or hands up by your side. Flex your right foot. Maybe make a fist. Extend. Your hands are up. Try the fist. 1 more. Hold your hands to the fist. If your hands are up. Bring your left fingertips to your prop or the floor. Open your right hip, shoulder. Extend your right arm up. Flex and bend your right knee. Extend. Try to bend both knees right here. 1, 2. Extend. Single count. Bend. Extend. Bend. 4 to go. So 4. Are you breathing? 3, 2. Hold your extension. Close your right hip and shoulder, fingertips to the floor. Right knee or right toes down. Right heel is up. Bend both knees for 2. Extend. I'm putting my towel out right now. Maybe your right knee comes into your chest. Extends anywhere behind you. Maybe it's higher. Single counts here. Extend, extend. Pushing down for your standing leg. 4 more to finish this part. 4, press. 3, press. 2 on the last one. You'll hold your last position. Right toes to the floor. Palms down. Step back. Any plank. If your knees are down, you can practice down and up. Once you're up, crouch back. Crouch. Plank. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2. Hold any plank. If your knees are up, step out. Out, in, maybe faster. Maybe a jumping jack. Out. Pushing the floor away from you for 4, 3. Hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Walk your feet up. Unroll. Hop or paddle at the top. Shake your shoulders out for 4, 3. Plant your feet. Squats here. Whew. Heart rate high for me. 4 to settle. 3. Both arms come up. Inhale. Exhale, hands on your legs. Tuck your hips around. Release. Do it again. Tuck your hips. Release. Tuck. Roll up. Stay on your feet. Grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. But stay on your feet. Your heart rate's probably pretty high. I don't want you to sit down quite yet. Just let it settle and towel off my sweaty face. All right, I'm actually gonna grab a bigger towel for abs. So no equipment for the abs. I never mentioned the after party today. After party will be small dumbbells. We'll do some side core, some upper body, and of course a deeper stretch. All right, I'm turning sideways. You don't have to, but I'm gonna cue. Front arm will be the arm closest to your screen. Back arm away from the screen. Good Lord. Between my chunk out of my arm and my wounded finger, I'm a wreck. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor, sitting up tall, right on top of your booty bone. So not rounded, because when you try to roll, you'll roll on your glutes. You want to be up so that you can't roll. Arms out. Curl halfway down and up. Do it again. Half curl down. Front arm reaches back behind you. 1, 2. Back arm reaches. 1, 2. Maybe that reach becomes a big giant circle up and around. Do it again. Curl, reach, up. Do it again. Reach, back, up. Same thing. Reach, back, up. Do it again. Reach, back, up. Once more. Keep your curl, palms together. Curl straight down. For 2 and up. Fingertips reach up on the diagonal. It matches the diagonal of your upper leg. Hold your curl, hold here, extend your front leg up, and step down, back leg. Are your shoulders creeping up near your ears? Squeeze underneath them. You use your lap to feel like you're trying to unshrug your shoulders. One more, hold here. Knuckles together, thumbs in your chest. Rotate towards me, rotate, and center, back. Do it again, towards me, center, back. Maybe your front knee comes up and back knee. So you're lifting actually from your hip. Thumbs stay in the middle of your chest to keep your core engaged. Double pulse at the top. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do it again. 4 more doubles. 4, 3. Pressing your shoulders down. Then forward fold. Knees can be straight or bent. Either way, you'll round your back. Actively releasing your low back. Actively separating your shoulder blades. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Eyes come up. Shoulders and then your body. At the top, you'll tuck your hips. Fingertips out to the side to help you roll down. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. Then rock your knees side to side. Massaging your low back, stretching the glutes, getting full rotation through your spine. Breathing all the way through it. Then back to the center. Arms around your legs. Squeeze underneath your armpits. Roll your shoulders up. From here, extend your arms and legs out on a diagonal. They can be high or low. The lower they go, the more resistance. Curl in. 2 counts. Extend up on any diagonal. Wrap back up. Extend out and wrap back up. So in the middle, you want to bring your hips and shoulders closer together, and then your arms and legs act as resistance to go out. For 2, curl in. For 2, do lengthening contraction, shortening contraction. Extend. For 2, you You can inhale here and exhale here. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you come in. Exhale. For 2, inhale. Do it again. Exhale. For 2, inhale. Once more. Exhale. For 2, and release. Extend your legs up. Cross your ankles. Bend your knees out to the corners. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze underneath your armpits to lift your shoulders up. Most of you know this one. Curl everything in for 2 and out for 2. A lot like the one we just did. But now, there's no sweeping motion. Extend out. So you inhale for 2. Exhale as you lengthen and resist. Inhale. Lengthen here. Shorten here. That direction is for your abdominal muscles. They shorten and then they lengthen, but they're contracting both directions because they're resisting the weight of your limbs. Now you're pulling the weight of your limbs in. So hips and shoulders. This time hold everything in. Give it a little crunch right here. Pulse. Elbows out to the side. Final 4 here. 4, 3, 2, release. Hands to the side of your hips. Feet on the floor. Scoot your heels close to your booty. Tuck your hips. Push your feet down. Find your bridge. That's a diagonal line from your shoulders through your hips and to your knees. Can you wiggle your toes? Maybe you're pulling on your towel or your mat. Maybe you're lifting your fingers underneath you and tucking your shoulders closer together. Breathing in and out. Pushing down through your feet. For 4, 3, 2. If your fingers are laced, unlace them now. Everybody lower your spine. Bring your front knee into your chest. Extend your front leg up. Only until you feel the stretch behind it. Back leg stays where it is. Or it can walk out to find another point of flexibility. Shoulders on the floor. Bend your front knee for 2. Extend. Do it again. Flex. Bend. Extend. One more time. Flex. Bend this time. Hold your leg up. Only far enough to feel the extension. Front arm goes anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Push your leg out to the side towards me, but only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside. Press your back hip down to the floor. Breathing in and out. Try to flex both feet. Pushing your heels out to the walls. If your spine is still neutral, it should be. Bend your front knee to the center. Front arm reaches to knee. Back arm across your front knee. Take your knee away from your screen. As you breathe all the way in and all the way out. Come back to the center, change sides. Front foot on the floor. Back knee comes in. Extend your back leg up. Maybe your front leg stays where it is, or maybe it walks out. Either way, shoulder blades on the floor. Flex your back foot, bend the knee to the chest. 1, 2, press the heel up. Do it again. Remember, this doesn't have to straighten, just have to stretch the hamstrings right there. We'll go one more time. Flex. Bend this time, hold your leg up. Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg. Push your leg to the side, only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of the leg. Is your front hip pressing into the floor? Try to flex both feet, pushing your heels out to the wall, shoulders down, breathing in and out, and bend your back leg to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side, front arm across your knee, and take your knee over towards me as you reach out with your back fingertips. Breathing all the way in and out. It's so easy to hold your breath here, so remember to breathe. And come back to the center. My favorite stretch. Cross one leg over the other. Grab your knees or walk your hands further down, but pull your knees into your chest. You'll feel the stretch down the back side of the leg that's on top. It'll get all the way into your glutes. You should feel it pretty direct. And then slowly release, change sides. Other leg on top. grab both knees or walk further down if you can. Pull your knees into your chest. So it's not necessarily pulling your feet or your legs close to you. It's pulling your knees in. Then with that cross, you'll feel the stretch down the back of the top leg into the glutes. Breathing all the way in and out. And then release. Both feet on the floor. Flip yourself over onto your stomach. We're a little long, but it's Sunday. Where are you going? What are you doing? Extend your arms and legs all the way out. Front arm reaches back to where your shoelaces would be. Option to bend your front arm, it's your back arm, and make a fist to rest your forehead, or not, up to you. Bring your heel to your hip to the floor, feeling your quadriceps open up. Try not to hold your breath. And then release, change sides, front arm out, back arm reaches around. Grab where your shoelaces would be, heel to the hip. Maybe you bend your elbow and rest on a fist. Heel to the hip to the floor. Now if you can, keep your back arm there and bring your front arm around. If you're not quite here, work on it. You can either throw a towel around your feet, you can grab your heels, your pants. If your feet are already in your hands, press your feet into your hands and try to lift your knees. Maybe lift your chest. You're just trying to open the front side of your body. We don't do it often. For 4, 3, 2, and release. Hands inside of your chest. Press your chest up. Hips to your heels. Child's pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Rotate your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Hands are on your side. Release your palms back to the floor in child's pose. Then round up to a tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Round your back. Press your hands and feet into the floor to lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. In a forward fold, let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up and slowly unroll in 4, 3, 2. This long class is over. In 5 minutes, we'll come back with dumbbells. We'll do a little upper body, a little bit of side core, and a little extra hip stretch. So I'll either see you in 5 minutes or tomorrow. My husband must be something very important Matt wants to do. I'll see you in 5 minutes.